YouTube channels, by the way, at the same exact time. So this is going to be freaking crazy. Now we're live on Dose of Dion, and we're live on Bass's channel as well. Let's get it. Beyond the Detail says, yo, where is Dan? Dan is not here with us. Dan is not here with us. He decided to stay home, man. He decided to stay home. We miss you, Dan. We wish you were here. But, guys, hit that like button. We are, in case you don't know where exactly we are, we're like behind the draft stage. And we have access to press conferences after a player gets drafted. There's a lot of back-end coverage that we have, man, and we're really, really excited. Charger for what?
Computer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, we're going to be giving y'all live coverage all night. We'll have access to all the draft picks, everybody who gets drafted. They're going to be going over into a media room, which we're going to be, I mean, it's right next to us actually right now. We'll see if we can get some footage of that and different stuff like that. But we're going to be talking through the draft all night on the main draft stream. So make sure you come through. We're ready. What about you guys, man? Bass?
Dude,
you ready for this?
It's Green Bay.
Yeah.
Of course I'm ready. I'm ready for the Packers to disappoint. No, I'm just kidding. We're ready for the Packers to nail this first round. David says that table looks square to me. This is a very square table. It's not round table. You get the point.
Hey, we got to go with what they give us.
But yeah, appreciate you guys joining by. Hey, we're in Green Bay. It's a surreal experience. I mean, my first ever draft, and it's in the town from the team I love. About 50 yards that way is where the prospects get interviewed. And I mean, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
We already got trades starting too, man.
He says we need more mic on me.
Yeah, what was that? What trade?
So
what trade went through?
So we had a day 3 swap basically. It looks like the Texans wanted more swings this year. They got 2 6th and a 7th for a 5th round pick and a 2027 5th round pick. So I guess they were just looking for 3 picks this year.
Spots, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Weird before the draft, but
interesting, man. We still setting up and doing a few things, y'all. So y'all bear with us.
It's not gonna, because it's wrong that way.
Yeah, we're getting it all together.
Plus receptacles kind of wild.
So, I know what to do. Take this
My
one
mic
out.
is low. Is there any way you can lift this, like virtually, gain?
all through the extreme yard.
Yeah, I actually can.
So allegedly I'm low. Yeah, raise that gain up if you can.
And the crazy thing is too is like,
Is yours a dynamic, a condenser?
Condensed, right? Pretty sure.
yes sir, yes sir. How we doing, y'all? Do we sound good?
It's dynamic. I was incorrect.
Put your levels up.
All right, levels up. It sounds like I'm louder in my ears.
Yeah.
All right, that's probably good, right?
I can hear you being loud.
All right, you can hear me being loud. I'm gonna be loud all night.
You need to calm down.
How's that, ladies and gentlemen? What are we doing with that audio level? Are we good now? I sound crisp in my ears, at least. We actually have the Paul Farrington show
I am so pumped up right
2
now.
tables
chat.
away, so I might run over there.
What is that?
Go.
Is that Paul Farrington?
Yeah, the Vikings. He's
Oh,
in the wrong
word,
territory,
okay.
but
Okay.
he's
How we
here.
feeling?
Oh,
So
we're
now
feeling
they're
good.
saying you sound perfect.
Fantastic, dude.
Good. Let's get it.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Oh man,
It's crashing out over there.
we are in here, man. Y'all hit that like button. We're live on so many platforms right now, but y'all punch the like button. Let your friends and family members know we're live right now if you hadn't yet. Yeah, man, we're about to do it big. The draft is going to be taking place in about 40 minutes. It'll start. We have a big screen behind us. We have monitors over there. We're trying to get them out of view so we don't get hit with a copyright.
Yeah, NFL
Richie
come
back
right in.
there. Richie back there moving equipment and stuff like that.
Look at him. Oh, the effort.
I know, right?
That's
What a
crazy.
guy, dude.
Huh?
What a guy. That's
What
the
a guy.
group leader back there, Chad.
That is
That's
group
why he's
leader.
doing that.
Group leader 1.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh man.
TD, you guys got any buzz going on, man? Like, or are you just sitting and picking?
They're trying to
Is
trade
that
2
what we're
That's what
hearing?
they're doing.
Are you trying
The
to get two?
Dolphins? Oh man, we're I don't know, man. I hope we trade now. We have no clue, to be honest with you. We don't know what we're gonna be doing.
How can the Dolphins win the draft? Can you win?
Man, we could just get better. We're not in a state of like winning the draft. Like, hey, if you want to leverage picks up for the future, yeah, we can do some crazy things, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. We don't have enough draft capital to actually pull that off, and we want to try to save what we can for the future just in case this year goes south. So
Right.
Yeah, the Dolphins need to pick at 13 or push back so that they can acquire more picks and get more players.
How many do they have? Like picks?
10.
10. You want
10
more?
picks, yeah. Yeah, well, we want
He's greedy.
more. We want more early picks.
Okay.
You know, our general manager made it clear this year we want starter-ready players because of the hit that our roster is taking. So we need top picks. And I don't know how you do that without moving down and acquiring extra second and thirds.
So I've watched your stream, so I got to ask about Patrick Paul. That's your guy, huh? No, but you don't think they could replace him? You don't not thinking offensive lineman at 13?
They could swing and go that route, which I'm not ruling out, because I don't think Patrick Paul is ready for the big stage to be a starting left tackle in this league. He may be thrown in the fire to have to, but the Dolphins will tell you tonight, if you see one of those top two on the board and they skip out on them at 13, then you know Patrick Paul is going to have to right the ship. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go 13 and try to figure it out. Maybe sliding Austin Jackson on the right side into the inside, putting Patrick Paul on the right, maybe just playing around in camp to see the best unit. But I think the Dolphins go D-tackle, corner, D-tackle or corner in the first round at 13 if they have to pick. But again, we want to trade out. We want to trade out in that pick.
Y'all are in the money spot for D-tackle and corner, though. Like, they could have their pick at their top of each position.
But I feel like there's still two prospects will be available in the 20s. So that's why I want that, move back, grab one of those guys. They still day one starters. And now you grab a second-round pick and you go from there.
They said we looking good, so I just had to let them know. Hey, what are we doing for the Packers? What are we
Dude,
what are you thinking?
I feel like it's got to be a trade down. I feel like it has to be. I think there was a report this morning that Gutekunst was already looking to trade, or the pick is available for a trade down. In my opinion, the first 15 players, first round grades, then it's a big drop off. And I think a lot of the later first round guys are more so in typical years second round graded guys. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think the Packers with 8 picks is low for their standards, right? Last 2 years, double-digit picks, 10 and 11 each. And I still think they're going to have certain players on their mind, on their board that, hey, we can drop down to 27 with the Ravens, or even, hey, maybe even into the second round. It'd be pretty comical for the first ever draft in Green Bay that they don't select a pick in the first round. It can happen. It definitely could happen.
Do you think there's a world where the Packers trade out of the first round completely?
Yeah, I mean, Gutekunst was asked about this because there was a rumor going around that, okay, it's the first draft in Green Bay, no way he's allowed to trade out of the first. And they asked Murphy, and he's pretty much he has the green light if the value is there, trade out of the first round. And I think it could happen just based on how the board falls. Obviously, that's dependent. But if they have certain players on their board that first round grades and they're all gone, and they have second round grades on everyone else, they're going to try to trade out 100%, because the Packers, they're not going to stick and pick unless BPA is available. That's just how they are.
Now, I want to get your thoughts on this, everybody's. Because here's how I'm thinking about it, right? We know Pittsburgh at 21 could take a quarterback if he's sitting there. My concern is, as a Lions fan too, right, wanting to move out, I don't know how a team gets out from being past Pittsburgh. I don't know how you get out of the first round. Because I'm struggling with, who's moving behind Pittsburgh, jumping into the first round. Right, what are they jumping in front of?
Cleveland can come back in.
Yeah.
So it's those two teams, and it feels like there's about 8 teams at the back end that are all we kind of want out.
I have a bold prediction.
Okay.
Of a Shedeur Sanders landing spot that I said on today's show on 4th and Forever that no one's talking about. Cleveland, while they still get Travis Hunter at 2.
Yeah.
Getting Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders on the same team, drafting Travis Hunter number 2, and they trade back into the first round to land Shedeur Sanders, and then you get the Colorado teammates to reunite.
And he can play offense, he can play defense.
I mean, if I'm Cleveland, you have that opportunity. How do you pass on that?
Yeah.
But I will say about Cleveland, they are open for business for that second overall pick. So that tells me they're not all in on Travis Hunter. So it could be all smoke. I don't know what to expect. But luckily, we're halfway. We're a half hour away to figure it out.
Browns want future picks. That team is, they just need picks, dog. The Browns are trying to get out of Watson here soon, so it feels like there's a restart, and that's why.
Yeah. I mean, that Watson deal is just...
Yeah,
not great.
But getting Travis Hunter and a Shedeur in this year's first round, pulling that off tonight would be massive for them, because no matter what stage they're in, the fans can feel hope. Man, we got a fresh beginning that we're going to be working towards. This year still might not be cut out to be what we wanted to be, but look at our foundation and what they've already put in place.
And that's another thing, like next year's quarterbacks are much better. So if you're Cleveland, do you just kind of take BPA with 2 and then don't get a quarterback, run Joe Flacco, run Watson, whoever it may be, and then next year, if you inevitably are a bad team again, now you have a better pick of quarterbacks and a much better draft class of quarterbacks.
Potential. That's potential. You know, you also got to look at, do you feel like anybody over there is in the hot seat? Because they'll make the desperate move tonight if they are. Instead of being patient. It's a lot to go. It's a lot going into this, you know, so we'll see what's happening. But we did get some updated news today on Jalen Ramsey, by the way.
Oh, boy.
You know, there was a report that dropped earlier today that basically said the Dolphins asked Jalen Ramsey to take a pay cut. And he refused, and both sides decided, hey, it's best we part ways. But that's most recently been recanted and verified of the real reason that was going on. Mike McDaniel, long story short, Mike McDaniel and Jalen Ramsey aren't on the same page. This is something that I actually alluded to, did not have any facts to support it. But when you look at the way things are going on in Miami, I personally told my audience that you can't be the good cop as a coach, and then whenever you're losing, you want to come in and start to be the bad cop. The real leaders won't respect you. And that's what I think is going on in Miami with this Ramsey situation. Probably also led to guys like Calais Campbell saying, I would like to come back, but you know what? Let me go to Arizona. I think I might have a better chance over there. And then Teron Armstead deciding to retire as well. A lot of people won't mention it, but a lot of that could be.
So, TD, Silent Storm sends in a super chat, and they ask you if you think any players get moved during the draft. So is there a world where Ramsey gets traded tonight?
Well, it's not likely because from a cap standpoint, I mean, it could happen, but it wouldn't benefit the Dolphins as much as it would in a later trade post-June 1st. So that's what you're looking for at Jalen Ramsey. You want a post-June 1st trade. The Dolphins financially can benefit a lot greater than trading him tonight. And now if that relationship is just so sour that they just want him out of Miami and don't want to have to talk about it anymore, then you could see something transpire within a trade over the next 2 days.
Seems like you're in the same situation as the Jair Alexander. Like, it seems very, very similar because it's been a thing of like, are we trading him? Are we not? He's working out in the offseason with Xavier McKinney. He's welcoming Nate Hobbs onto the roster. He still is on the roster, obviously, under contract. And it's a similar thing. Like, you'd gain more money back with a post-June 1st. And I think a lot of teams aren't giving the Packers an offer that they maybe like. I think a lot of people are overvaluing Jair. You know, availability is the best ability, and that guy has played in less than 50% of his games the last 2 seasons. So I think a lot of people are going, oh, you need a third-round pick for Jair. I'm thinking conditional 6 at max, honestly. And it could happen during the draft. I think if certain teams are eyeing corners and those corners come off the board and they don't get their guy, well, let's ring up the Green Bay Packers. Let's ring up the Miami Dolphins. Let's see if we can go get our guy that we missed out on the draft, our corner number 1, corner number 2. Then I think you'll start to see a little bit more trade value come in from a team like maybe the Ravens. They missed their guy at 27. Then in the second round, maybe they missed their second guy. All right, we need a corner. Let's go call the Miami Dolphins. Let's call the Green Bay. That's what I feel like could happen, and it seems like a very similar situation with Ramsey and Alexander.
Do you know Alexander's current cap situation? Like, if you were to trade him tonight, you know, like, how much would Green Bay be on the hook for? Because a lot of people, when we talk about trades and they say we don't have the money, a lot of people don't realize the acquiring team isn't on the hook for all the money.
Yeah.
The guaranteed money, the trading team still has to eat, so the cap number for the acquiring team may not be as great. What is Jair's situation there?
Yeah, so dead money for the Green Bay Packers right now, traded right now, is $17 million.
Not bad.
It's not terrible. It's
How
not
many
great.
years left on the contract?
I think
they could spread it by 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. They could prorate it out. He's contracted through 2026, so this year and next year. They could do it.
That's
they could do it.
8.5 dead cap for Green Bay on both years.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. I mean, they did it with Bakhtiari, Aaron Rodgers.
What's his cap hit this year?
24.
Yeah, that was still the acquiring
so you're saving
team, about 17 million for the acquiring team.
Yeah.
But when Jair is healthy, he's the man.
Oh, 100%. He's a top corner in the league. 100%. He's one of the top corners in the league when healthy. When healthy. That's the biggest thing.
So bad.
Yeah.
Moving up to 13, would you want to throw in Jair, number 23, and maybe a third rounder?
Oh boy, that's a disaster. TD, what are you doing?
I'm just
You don't
asking.
want that.
You don't want
Sure?
that.
He doesn't really understand trade value.
What's the
Years of
what's the
working with
value?
TV.
Why
he
couldn't get a
doesn't
deal
get-
done right here?
Hold on.
Bro, you should have heard the trades I had to hear from him on 4th and Forever. And I'm like, what was it?
Well, hold on. What's the value, though?
I gotta
Would
remember
that
what
be
it was.
worth a second Jair and 23, number 13?
No,
No?
No.
Am I winning that or losing?
Losing.
losing that.
I'm
man.
losing that?
Like I said, Jair.
Picking up a second. See, I would trade 23 and a second just for 13.
Wait, you said second. I thought you said third in Jair.
No, I
Okay.
want your 23.
Okay.
I want your second.
Okay.
And throw in Jair. How am I losing that? I would take it without Jair.
Why do you want Jair?
Because we don't have a corner.
You have Jalen.
Jalen
So-
is likely to be traded post June.
But what if
1st.
he's not traded?
No, it's run sour.
Who's
There,
your
he's not
CB2,
on the
by the
same.
way?
Listen, a whole bunch of nobody. Cam Smith isn't showing up like
Bust.
he
Hey,
should.
Cam Smith he was a guy at South Carolina.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
He's young.
Put it like this:
Yeah.
when a general manager comes out on a podium last week and say we can't hold your hand anymore, what does that tell you? A general
go of
manager
his
saying
hand,
that
dog.
about a player on the roster, we can't hold your hand anymore.
Yeah, you guys are the best,
I
bro.
want to ask you guys a question. So we heard a lot of buzz right now from Adam Schefter that there's going to be, I don't know, I forgot the words exactly, but there's going to be explosiveness in the top 10.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's going to be a lot of trades? So I want to ask you guys some potential draft day trades in chat. Let us know if you guys have any insight, if you have any predictions. If there's a team to trade up in the top 10, who will it be? The Browns are interested to trade back from 2. So who's trading up for 2? Is it my New York Jets for Travis Hunter? If that happens, this whole place is going to hate me because I'm going to be yelled too loud.
We did
Yeah.
hear like a month or so ago, San Francisco was looking to get inside the top 7, I think it was.
For who?
I have no idea. It just popped
Genty.
up, and it was like, you guys talked about
can
it.
see
Joe
them.
TD talked about it, right? So San Francisco was in the mix.
I can see the Broncos trying to jump over is getting Genty.
We saw that
That's
happen.
It's a heavy climb, but I mean, I think they're Genty away from being a really good football
Hey,
team.
future picks will get it done this year, I think.
And
Yeah.
Another potential trade I want to ask you guys. There's a report that came out today about Breece Hall, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts about it. I already know where you stand. Bass, I'll ask you. Would it be smart for the Jets to trade Breece Hall and potentially draft Ashton Genty at number 7 if he's available?
How old is Breece, and is he on his rookie contract still?
He's on his rookie deal. He's entering his 4th and final year under contract. They don't have a 5th-year option because he's his 2nd year,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
entering the last year of his contract.
I mean, it's hard to say. Running backs are expendable nowadays, so a lot of teams move on from them early, and a lot of times that does work out. It has for the Green Bay Packers. If you're asking me, would I, if I was the Jets GM, would I rather have Ashton Genty than Tyler Warren? It'd be Genty 100%.
That's the thing. Like, if they're
100%.
on the clock at 7 and Ashton Genty and Tyler Warren is available,
You take a running back.
Genty is the better player. And I'm sure he's graded better on their board. So that's where the interesting is. But you cannot draft Genty without trading Breece. Like, that would not work.
And from Breece's standpoint, or just in general?
Just in general from the Jets. I mean, we have Braylon Allen, that we drafted last year that I really love.
I forgot about Braylon.
And Isaiah Davis. We drafted 2 running backs last year. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a world where they trade Breece, they don't go Genty, but then they get a running back on day 2.
Which is
potentially.
feasible. I mean, there's a ton available
I'm a
that are
Breece fan.
good.
Like, I would prefer to keep Breece and give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of buzz around it, so I want to get your guys' thoughts if there's actually a legit chance that the Jets
Richie.
move on from him.
I would only do that if I thought Genty was special. So I'm doing it for Genty. That's the only way I would trade off Breece Hall. It's like, I wouldn't do it for a mid-round running back. I just keep Breece Hall. I know what he is. He's like a known good. I don't move off known goods as a team that's trying to figure it out.
I feel like Genty's a known good, though. Like,
Genty's
I
a
don't even
known
care that he
good.
didn't
That's
take
the
a
one.
snap.
Yeah, that's the one guy I would trade for. But I wouldn't trade my running back and then be like, hey, round 3, I'm about to go get one though. It's like, nah. If I'm doing this because Genty's
and
special, we'll
also,
figure
if
it
you're
out.
trading Breece, what are we getting back? Like, is it a mid-round pick?
Maybe
Like,
at
is it
best,
a-
probably.
At
I don't
best,
know.
yeah.
So-
Running backs have no value, dude.
We have a super chat from Silent Storm. I think we see 4 QBs go in the first round. Ward, Sanders, Dart, and possibly Milrow. How many QBs you guys go in the first round?
I think 2. I think 2 go.
Who?
I think Shador goes to Pittsburgh, and I think Cam Ward goes 1.
Jackson Dart doesn't go first round.
No, I think it's the draft. People get pushed up in our eyes, and it just doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen this
I
year.
got 3.
Me too.
I got 3 with Dart and Milrow sliding, kind of similar to like Jalen Hurts went second.
Milrow first?
Yeah.
No.
First round?
No, second round.
I have a bold take. Jackson Dart goes ahead of Shedeur Sanders tonight.
Oh, stop, Richie. Stop.
I could see it.
We got Jay talking now.
Oh, back in the building, man. What's up,
Hey,
bro?
we just got our Dallas Cowboys rep of the NFC East Roundtable to pull up real quick.
Yeah,
Jay
roll
Tuck,
in.
we're live on all Roundtable channels right now. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, everybody, man? Getting stressed out for Cowboys Nation, man. It's
You got to give us a little Cowboys preview, man. Who do you want? I know First of all, you're a great follow on X, man. You're on X. You are awesome on there.
good to see more of us here, man, covering the NFL draft. I'll go ahead and say this, man. My motto has been all offseason, if you want to help Dak, you must draft Mac. So for me personally, I'm going with Ted McMillan out of Arizona if he's available. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys need wide receiver help. Opposite of CeeDee Lamb, I feel like it helps a lot.
At 14?
At 12.
12, y'all right
at 12,
before it,
right,
so
at 12. Now, the interesting thing is going to be there? I don't know, right? But if he's there, you grab it, turn it in the car, zero hesitation. There has been a lot of talk still about the Dallas Cowboys possibly going offensive line. Heard talks about Gray Zabel, Tyler Booker. I'm just not really feeling that. So I feel like the Dallas Cowboys need to add some explosiveness when it comes to their offense to help Dak Prescott out, also CeeDee Lamb out, and then possibly tomorrow we'll circle back around and get a running back.
You out on Matthew Golden? Is it just Ted or nothing?
No, I'll take Matthew Golden. I mean, we're desperate, man. So Matthew Golden, Luther Bird, Emeka Ibuka, just someone to help. I really think if I had to put money on who the pick would be, I would say Matthew Golden because I feel like Tech will go before 12. And so if Golden's sitting there, I'm definitely taking Matthew Golden to be our wide receiver 2 in Dallas.
Yeah.
Would you go with Amari and Hampton if he's there?
I love Amari and Hampton. I personally, Jay Tuck would go with Amari and Hampton. I love Amari and Hampton. I feel like personally, there's not a big slight between Amari and Hampton and also Ashton Genty. I feel like it's very narrow for me personally when it comes to my grading scale. So I feel like a running back honestly would give you instant impact, right? He can do a lot more things, especially in the pass program, quick game, run game, because we had Rico Dowdle. Even though Rico Dowdle had a good year last year, only had 2 rushing touchdowns, so you can't win a lot of football games with that. So I think Amari and Hampton would be an instant impact if you were to get him, but do I think the Cowboys would do that? I would love it. I would scream. So if you guys hear a scream from over in the press conference room, that's me for the Cowboys drafted Amari and Hampton. What do I think the Cowboys will do? I think they'll probably lean towards wide receiver.
Now, what about Ashton Genty? Maybe not your Cowboys, but where do you predict he goes?
Oh man, well I heard some rumors that people are trying to trade up to get Genty. Now there was about 3 weeks when Dallas Cowboys fans had this fantasy in their head that we're going to get Ashton Genty. We had some pre-orders for jerseys and stuff, but that's no longer the case. I think that Genty will probably go to the Raiders with Pete Carroll or possibly the Bears at the latest. But I think he's going to be a guy that definitely goes off the board early and rightfully so. We all saw his campaign last year in college football. So salute to Ashton Genty, man. But I wish he was going to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Just in case, put the Cowboy logo.
I know, you put the Cowboys, that's long gone, man. So there was, I don't know what the Cowboys fans were tripping on because we had Ashton Genty, shirts. We had, all these different mock-ups and jersey swaps and graphics of Ashton Genty. And then Ashton Genty took off his shirt on his pro day and that just went out the window. So, like he was built like the Hulk. And it's like, yeah, that's no longer reality. So we're probably aiming for more wide receiver. But I love Ashton Genty. I'm excited to see him at the NFL level.
Didn't we just see Ashton Genty walking by?
Yeah.
He's really small.
Oh man, you see, he fills out. He's short. He's stocky. Yeah, he's short and stocky.
Cleats on maybe. I'm just saying he was in.
He's back. Him and Amari and Hampton, they're built like tanks, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So you saw him walk by, man. Go grab him, man. You know what I'm saying?
TD was trying to tackle him.
Yeah, he can't tackle him. You know what I'm saying?
TD was trying to fill the A gap. He's
Hey, my source just put out. The Jaguars are looking to make a splash. Yep. Yes, I do have a source. Y'all see my source. I can't share with other people.
Oh, yeah, that's a good source right there.
Yeah, so
you got to believe
the
that.
Jags are looking to make a real splash, man. So
tell me what about you guys are going to do. The Jets, man. Tyler Warren, tight end. Which route you guys are going?
So I think the Jets, the most likely scenario is Tyler Warren, 100%. But there's a lot of buzz that Aaron Glenn's trying to get his hands on this team, which would be more defense. I've heard Jahdae Barron, which I would be shocked if they went Jahdae Barron. If Mason Graham is available at 7, which I don't think is going to happen, I think that could be in conversation. But I really do believe it's between 2 players, Tyler Warren and Armand Membu. The Jets' offensive line is set outside of right tackle, and if he's available, I would love the Jets go Armand Membu. But then, there was that buzz of potentially trading Brees and drafting Ashton Genty if he's there as well. And this is the first time that the Jets are drafting with this brand new regime. So I don't know, man. It's a giant unknown for me.
It's funny you say that, man, because I've been on you about giving us a running back, and I know there's talks about the Dallas Cowboys possibly trading for Brees Hall, but I don't want that one. I don't want it now. I don't want a running back from the Jets right now with the most loaded running back class, pretty much in NFL history. So I know they said the Dallas Cowboys could trade for Brees Hall. A lot of people are asking me about it. No, even though Brees Hall's from my hometown of Wichita, Kansas, and I think he's a phenomenal talent, you just can't, because you have to trade for him and then pay him. Absolutely not. You go get Quinshon Judkins or Travion Henderson possibly, or Devin Neal or R.J. Harvey, and just roll out there with that. So, love Tyler Warren. Huge Tyler Warren fan. I think the thing when it comes to Tyler Warren that you have to have a creative offensive coordinator to unlock him. So I'm very familiar with Penn State's new offensive coordinator, Coach Andy Kay, because he came from the University of Kansas, who I cover, and he is one of the most creative play callers I've ever seen in football. Like, I just love watching Coach K's scheme. So the way that he unlocked Tyler Warren, I think that you have to be able to do that at the NFL level. If you're just going to line Tyler Warren up and have him kind of be like an inline tight end, you might not get the full capacity. So you want to have him run in the backfield, catching, passing, throwing, blocking, all those traits that he has. But he's a pure football player. I love the kid, toughness, tenacity. When I talk to him at the combine, I mean, it's just all there. But you're going to have to be more creative with him in the offensive scheme.
Last question for you, Jay Tuck. Who's trading up in the top 10? All right, there's a lot of buzz right now. The Browns are looking to trade out of number 2. There's a lot of buzz. The Giants are trying, but I think they're going to stay put at 3 and take Abdul Carter. If there's a trade into the top 10, who's it going to be?
I feel like if you're going to trade with the Browns, you're going to get Travis Hunter. And who would that probably be? I would probably say the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'm going to lean for the Jags to make the trade.
That's good.
Possibly the Bears, though. Possibly the Bears as well.
Hopefully not.
But you know their new coach. You know their new coach, though. You know their new coach likes to be aggressive and make splashes. So I would probably lean towards the Jags making the trade to go. But if I'm personally in Cleveland, I'm sticking pick and take Travis Hunter.
Well, I want that from Dallas. Like, do you have a little urge, hoping that Dallas is going to go up and?
I just know my team.
You just know they're not going to?
I just know my team, man. They're just lethargic. They're gonna sit back and let every player. They're gonna let Matt get sniped, Golden get sniped possibly. And they'll probably be more of a trade back if anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I know Cowboys fans don't want to hear that, but we've been talking about it ad nauseum. They just are not aggressive enough to go get those players. I would love for them to actually say, you know what, we're gonna just sell the farm and kind of go up and go get Ashton Genty a little bit, but they won't do it. So
Okay.
I was set up over there at the table, but I'm going to go hang out at the press conferences and kind of just post up and get the interviews now. So my draft work is done, man. I've been doing draft work since October, since my team ain't did nothing. And TD knows, man, I've been on the NFC East Roundtable shows just, waiting to get to the draft because the Cowboys are running me out there with Cooper Rush. So, my work is done pretty much for day 1, and then tomorrow I'm going to be out and about amongst the fan base, man. I'm going to just go be a Cowboys fan, put my jersey on, and kind of hang out and get some content outside. So I'm going to go post up and get some of these interviews, man.
Nice.
We appreciate you, brother.
All right, appreciate you guys.
See you around for sure. Dallas Cowboys creator.
I need a player that when I go on this NFC East Roundtable this year, I can actually put some bass in my chest. You know what I'm saying? I can't become the New York Giants like KB, man. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to let that happen, man. So
Y'all the Cowboys, it ain't gonna matter.
Salute to you, bro.
I know you ain't talking, man.
Hey, we going to the Super Bowl after this bitch.
We
We going to the Super Bowl. Hey, you see it? This teal, baby. You better get them dolphin color right. All right, Tuck.
Legendary Jay Tuck. That's awesome, man. We have Roundtable Sports repping here at the NFL Draft, man. Here's your phone. You're probably going to need that, right? Let's go. We have a super chat from A. Burgos. Build a line. Trade if value is there. Don't make Tua win the games. Run the rock, play D. I think that's a Dolphin super chat.
That's the formula to try to win and do something. This is the last chance we got, man. They're obviously, they need to put stock on the O-line because it's the last time you can give the team what they need, Fans are not going to be happy if you don't address the O-line. I know we have cornerbacks. We got defensive tackles that you will like tonight for Miami to pick, but you got to address the line, make the fans happy at this point. We're desperate. There's a lot of needs. We could be happy in a lot of ways, but we are. I'm not going to sugarcoat that anymore. I'm tired of it. At the end of the day, man, we just need to be better.
It's about time. So we had 5 gifted Dose of Dion memberships.
Is that you?
Shout out KV Alto.
You have
The
going
5
in.
piece, man. Yeah, KV Alto is always going crazy, man. I appreciate you, dog.
computer?
Thank you for that, man. Shout out to everybody in here, bro. You know what I mean? But KV Alto, man, I appreciate it. So, hey, put some birthday cakes for everybody that ended up getting and everybody that got a membership from KV Alto, man. I know he's always hooking people up. And the Gray's Able stuff, I see y'all in here with it, man. Look, we had heard some trade-up buzz. If it was a middle of the first round trade-up, which is something I've heard, that becomes a realistic possibility. You know, because we put names to guys that we assume. Brad Holmes has a different name. He's got something different. So it might be in play. It might be in play, man.
Nah, it's Jackson Dart.
Well, let's hope not. Hopefully that's not
Can
the
you
case.
imagine that?
Hope not. I don't know.
We have my boy Hennessy Heisman. Let's go Knicks. Trade down incoming. I do have the Knicks on right now, which is crazy. I'm watching the Knicks playoffs
They
in the
winning?
middle of the draft. First quarter just ended. We're winning, baby.
Okay.
Pathetic.
Could the Jets be trading down? I would love the Jets trading down. I really, really would. I would love to acquire. If they love Janae Barron that much, I hope they trade down and get him rather than getting him at 7.
Give us your top 5. Like your
Top 5 what?
top 5 big board, man. Like
For the
boom.
Jets,
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Top 5. Just name your top 5. Like that guy's number 1 choice.
For the Jets?
Yeah, for the Jets, man.
I have a definitely Tyler Warren. But do I throw Ashton Genty in there? But I don't really think that's a possibility right now. So we're not
You could
trading
do it.
Brees. I'm going to do Tyler Warren, Armand Membu. Mason Graham is higher up there if he's available. I kind of really like Mason
So
Graham.
you're saying that you would take
All those-
Tyler Warren above anybody?
What is that?
That is loud,
See all
whatever
those
that
people.
is.
It's the national anthem. All those people out there.
What was that thunder?
That's probably
I think it's just him rolling the stuff.
a flyby or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that was loud.
It could be a jet or a helicopter.
Oh,
I think it's a helicopter. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
National anthem. I didn't realize.
There you go.
All right.
National
happening?
anthem's happening right now, folks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's a flying over. That's what that sound was.
That just shook the building.
The whole building shaking. Everybody got quiet.
Everyone's like, I'll tell you guys, man. Supposedly they're at max capacity around Lambeau. It is insane, dude. TD said, "Let's go out there."
That's a madhouse out there right now. So should we end the show now and start up
Yeah.
a new one?
Let's do it.
So
Let's do
Chad,
it.
I want to let you guys know.
Let him know. It's that time, my boy.
Let's do it. So Chad,
time.
we're gonna end this show and start our new live stream, which is gonna be on
they're
all
gonna
the
fly
same
over.
channels.
There it is.
Right?
That's
That's
what
what we heard.
That's what we were hearing. They're probably hovering right over us.
It's just delayed.
Yeah, it's delayed.
Oh.
That's what we heard.
We're like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
So, Chad, we're going to start a brand new
Yeah.
show. We're going to
I'm
end this
thinking
one.
it was
This is
real
more the
time.
pregame for everything. And make sure you guys go right to the same YouTube channel. On Bass's channel will be live.
Yep.
Dose of Dion, Jets Media, TD Finstalk, Roundtable Sports, the Roundtable channel as well, of course. So make sure you guys go over there right now. We're going to end this and start it up in 5-10
Yeah.
minutes for a full reaction to round
Oh, yeah.
number 1.
We'll be live
Make
the
sure you
whole
guys hit the
time.
like button on your way out.
Do you have it already?
Directing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to do that on this. Make sure
Yes,
you
sir.
guys come through, though.
Join
Guys,
the new one.
Yes.
looks insane
Everybody
out
on
there.
TD Fans Talk, I'll be live. It's coming, popping up in literally 5 minutes, maybe less.
yeah. I'll be live on my channel too. So
Let's go.